So hi, how have you been? I hope you've had a wonderful summer. I think Amika is having kind of like a Moroccan oil moment. Their products are really everywhere and people are wondering if they're good or not. And I already talked to you about the Supernova Moisture and Shine Cream. I have more of their products and I think after like a good period now that I've been trying them out, I think it's worth taking a look. Of course, I mean, I'm still doing my regular 18 and Olaplex. Which has paid off, if I dare say so myself. If you just have to ignore this on top here, because I will tell you what that is about. So I'm already on my third bottle of the Bond Smoother. Got a bunch of Amika products and the hairdresser, and yeah, it's again just hair care. Who needs art? I went back to the same hairdresser. This time it was about 300 euros. Also, I didn't get the cut. I'm really happy with the result. I really am. I think her technique for the melting is so good. If you ever get highlights, you know the feeling of a month and a half passes and all of a sudden you start looking at yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh, I'm not so stressed about things going wrong. Really wanted to go for myself and try to be more vocal. You know, progress. We love that. Growth. I asked her if I could film this time and she did agree. We're going to look at some snippets. So that explains that. And then she finished me off with a blow dry. I was not impressed with the blow dry, and I feel like I can say that with impunity. I really wasn't, because the front here looks really whack. When you live in a northern country, most of the time a lot of hairdressers don't have a lot of experience with more textured hair, especially if you blow dry someone's hair who has quite curly hair and maybe like a bit of a dry texture. The products have to be right, but the blow dry, you can also see it. And even though she did use 2 Marianela sprays at the end, like, it just didn't help. 45 minutes after, it just looked a hot mess. It was a battle between me and humidity, and I had already lost. After the first time I was there, when the hair was really damaged in the front, I was hanging out on Snapchat and I saw they had this filter. I don't know if you know this filter, but it's a filter that gives bangs and sunglasses. And in my head, I was like, oh my god, this is
genius.
If I get baby hairs in the front, not only would my forehead be smaller, but it would look really cute and I could get rid of the dryness in the front. Because I really did cut, and I tried to put the gel on afterwards. Ooh, like when I tell you I cried, that's how bad it looked. And it's just like in the front and it just looked so bad. Luckily, when the curls were there, it didn't look as bad, but I mean, it still looked pretty whack. So that's why this hair looks kind of crazy now. And I mean, it's growing, so I'm happy with the growth. So I'm actually going to show you on camera right now how I would fix this issue. I need something kind of heavy, but also not that it's gonna ruin the fact that I can't wash my hair for a few days. Are you gonna go to the Bond Smoother? And I'm gonna say no. No, I am actually going to show you a different kind of hair product. Do not sleep, and I'm serious now, do not sleep on the Afro hair shops, because they have a lot of great products, a lot of knowledge. I stopped by my favorite shop. It's run by some really lovely Somali ladies. I have hair food from Eve, hair treatment with essential oils and vitamin E, or we have Softee, natural herbal oil formula. And last but not least, we have Paris Collection Hair Food. I'm going to show you now how I do it. This is quite thick, so you just take up a bit. You don't need more than that or it's gonna get too greasy. You rub it like this on your fingers. You see the culprits, and then you just rub that stuff in. And it's okay if you get it on the scalp because it's actually really good for the scalp as well. So it's fine. And if you want to go really hardcore, you can separate the whole hair and do the scalp treatment. This is great if you have dandruff. For this, you're going to use one of these. It's pretty soft. And then you just, for optimal effect, I can use more, but since I'm not washing my hair, I am not doing that. Right? So much better. I mean, it's not perfect, but I'm not mad at it. I think it looks better. I will literally hang them in the bathroom next to the scissors to let myself know we are not doing that again. So Amika actually means friend in the international language Esperanto. Amika was founded in 2007 in Brooklyn. I found that the co-founders are Nir Kadosh and Shay Kadosh, and they offer a full range of professional styling and care products. Amika sought to shake up the industry by offering a collection of hair tools inspired by fashion, music, and the art scene of New York. Through the website, it's very consumer focused and it's very approachable, it's vibrant, it feels fun. Since the branding is done really well because every essence of the website is very civic minded. You can also see that a huge part of their user experience is that the website is fully accessible to all disabilities. All hair is welcome is their new communication strategy. So it's very community centric and it has a very inclusive tone, which you will see throughout the whole branding and communication. Amika has also been very vocal when it comes to civic causes like BML, Stop Asian Hate, and they're also involved with cancer charities. And of course, they're really big on recycling, labeling. So in that sense, Amika really is one of the better ones. First one is Velveteen Dream. It's the shampoo and the conditioner. These are to fight off frizz and to fight off humidity. They smell lovely. I love this summery design. For the conditioner, it doesn't say that you're supposed to leave it in. You're just supposed to put it in the hair and then rinse and you're good. And the same goes for the shampoo. A lot of shampoos, it's rinse and repeat. Not with Velveteen Dream. Have I noticed a difference that my hair gets less frizzy or it holds better with humidity? I can't say that I've seen a noticeable difference. Comes out really soft and nice. Listen, I love a good collection, and Amika really sells on the fact that the products are all good. None of them are shit. So that's that. Normcore, the signature shampoo and conditioner. These are filled with antioxidants and vitamins. They work just like Velveteen Dream. This is for healthy, shiny hair, so a bit more hydrating than the Velveteen Dream. These are the ones that I'm currently feeling more. The hair is really, really dry, and I use the cleansing conditioner. It's a cleansing conditioner. It's in the name. When I do use this one, I don't use conditioner afterwards, or I would use conditioner just at the tips. It's actually called Nice Cream. I mean, it's a nice cream. We've already talked about the Supernova Moisture and Cream, that this is a leave-in conditioner styling cream. They also have Haute Mess, a texture gloss. Gives it a bit more hold, and you put it on damp or dry hair, mess, toss, use heat if needed, and then it leaves the hair extra glossy. We have Velveteen Dream that goes with the Velveteen shampoo and conditioner, the soothing balm. So if I didn't already use this one, this would be the product that I would use. It tames the frizz. So this one is excellent. I wanted to show some love to this product and remind everyone to support small businesses. So these are more like styling creams to protect the hair when you do stuff to it. If you have curly hair or like to wear your hair curly, you would rather go with a product that's specifically meant to enhance or define the curls, right? Here, Amika really, for me, hits it out of the park. And with that, we meet curl crops. We have the defining cream And then we have the enhancing gel. When the hair is wet, I use a microfiber towel to dry the hair as much as possible. And then I go through the hair with a wide tooth comb to separate the curls themselves. Then I take this, I go through the hair, push it a bit, and start squishing it. And then once I see that, you know, the curls are kind of taking shape, that's when I would put the enhancing gel. I'm just going to show you the cream. Yeah, I've used a lot of it. So as you can see here, the cream really is a cream texture. Get back in. Yeah. And with the gel, it really is like a gel. And it does give it some hold. I use the diffuser from Baybliss. The functionality is just really good. When you're done, where's the button? There, you just press the button. God. So I really recommend this one. I have the defining cream in, I've puffed the curls, I put the defining gel, and then you just start with the diffuser. If you prefer your hair to just be very soft, then I would say this one. But if you, like me, like to have a bit of hold throughout the day, just add the enhancing gel. Day 1, curls look amazing. Day 2, this does not do much, I feel, but it could be different for you. You have to have some masks just to keep the hair on track, and I have 2. So the first one is Soul Food and the second one is The Cure. Let's talk about Soul Food. It's a nourishing mask, and this one is 5 to 7 minutes in the hair once a week. The Cure is more hardcore. It is once a week, and you keep it in for 10 minutes. Unless otherwise is stated on the product itself. Normally how you use a mask is that you would lather the hair once and then rinse. That's when you would put the mask in. When the hair follicles are still open, if you're going to put conditioner, that's when you would put it to just close everything up again. Both are great. You know, we talked shampoo, conditioner, we talked mask, and we talked styling products, and styling products specifically for curly hair. But then we have finishing touches. Amika has the anti-humidity spray, the Shield, and this is just great. It also protects from UV rays, and it says bad vibes. I have like copywriting, like, oh, so cute. But it is a great spray. It smells nice. You still have movement to the hair. Okay, last 2, I swear to God. What do you call it? Like a surplus treatment, I guess. It's called Amika Flash Instant Shine Mask. Perfect example. If you use toner or gloss regularly, revitalize your hair, and it looks so glossy and so shiny. And this gives you that effect without you having to color your hair. It's called Instant Shine Mask. And when I saw this, I was like, okay, I really like this. It seals, softens, and hydrates the hair with amino acids and a UV filter that keeps the color vibrant and delivers a silky finish in a minute. The way you use it is after cleaning, you squeeze water from the hair, then you apply sections from the roots to the tip, and you let it work for 1 minute, and then you rinse. And of course, avoid eye contact. This one's a bit more like pricey for such a surplus product. Different brands are coming out with this kind of silk shine type of product that has the gimmick that it's like 1 minute and changes your whole life. But then L'Oreal comes out. They actually made a dupe, but instead of a minute, it's 8 seconds. You might actually have seen the commercial for this. I love a good dupe, doesn't everyone? The one from L'Oreal really smells like roses. And this one is called L'Oreal Paris Elvital Dream Length. New 8-second Wonder Water. You remove all the knots in your hair, you wash your hair, and then after the washing, you would put this in, massage it in for 8 seconds, and you rinse it out. And you see I've used this a few times, and the reason it's not empty is actually because it's too much smell. The rosy freshness. Ooh, this is like liquid perfume. That's what it smells like to me. It is too much. Now oh my God. It's too much. When you put it in the hair and you start massaging it in the scalp, it gets warm. Not to the point where it's uncomfortable, but you can tell like, oh, okay, something's happening. The heat with the smell, it doesn't feel that nice for me. It's a cool gimmick, and I like that L'Oreal is kind of duping other products, very affordable. But yeah, no. Does your hair get more shiny? Yes, but it's a small gratification because the hair smells a lot. This just overpowers everything. So if you're going to a smoker's bar but you still want to smell nice, like this Just, it's like Febreze. It is literally like Febreze for your hair. This, however, I do really like. I'm gonna remind myself of the smell. Ah, yeah. Already know it has the amino acid, all that good stuff. The UV filter protects your color in the hair. So this one for me smells a bit softer. The whole thing of having it in your hair feels a bit softer, not as invasive as this very hot sensation. So I really like this one. If you're gonna have a surplus, just nice product to have in your hair to just treat yourself every now and then, I would definitely go for this one. But if you're going to a smoker's bar or somewhere that smells really gross, I think everyone would appreciate this one a bit more. I hope that you enjoyed learning a bit more about Amika. That being said, none of the products that you've seen in this video have been sponsored. I'm just a connoisseur sharing my experiences with you lovely people of the internet. And shout out to Venkis Whole Design. So thank you for watching and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Be kind.